Good evening, all. And as we discussed earlier, that we are doing a series on numbers starting from 1 to 9. So today we'll talk about number 3. And number 3, how is it related to Jupiter? What are the good and the bad qualities of a number 3 depending on the placement of Jupiter on the chart? So before we go ahead, I'd like you to subscribe to my channel and like this video and do comment. So what exactly is number 3? Number 3 is imagination, emotion, inspiration, very prophetic, somebody who would be very self-expressive, optimism, a lot of happiness, abundance, a lot of wisdom, which comes at times very early in life, at times it comes late in life, a lot of love of pleasure, luxury, a lot of inner insights, the ability to, inspire others, the ability to make others happy. If you see somebody really makes you happy, then that is the quality of Jupiter. If you see somebody who makes you very sad, that's the quality of Saturn. So today we are talking about number 3 and how exactly number 3 resonates to Jupiter. Okay, so when we're talking about number 3, we should not forget it comes in the triangle of the 369 category, which is a very important code of manifestation. They call it to the key to manifestation as per Tesla. So it's the key to manifestation. When you're talking about the negative traits of number 3, it's they have a quality of gossiping a lot. At times they get selfish, too much into talking, lack of direction. When number 3 is not placed well, as in Jupiter is not placed well, there's a lack of direction. There's too much of you could say moodiness, then unforgiveness. At times there are points in life wherein they may forget a situation what happens, but they do not go ahead and have that feeling of unforgiveness within them. Okay, then most of the times what I've seen, when a 3 is not balanced in life, there's too much of exaggeration for each and everything. Like if there may be something very small and petty taking place, but they would exaggerate the entire thing. So that's what number 3 is. Now when we talk about the planet which is associated with number 3, that's Jupiter. Now Jupiter, as we all know, is the planet for abundance, for health, wealth and happiness, but not always. So whenever you get somebody coming to you with a 369 category, in which number 3 is a birth number or else a destiny number, please see the positioning of Jupiter's. It is not important that okay, the person has a Jupiter placed in the first house, which I've always been telling you. When you're doing name corrections and when you're following your lucky numbers, your lucky colors, it is not important that you just go ahead and see that the placement of planets as per whichever theory you are following. It's okay, Jupiter is placed in the first house, or a sun is placed in the first house, moon is in the fourth house. You just blindly go ahead and put the name on that number. So in this specific case, you need to see Jupiter is not afflicted, Jupiter has not become a Badaka planet for the chart. There are certain things which you need to check before placing the name, because see, numerology is not that refined compared to astrology. In astrology, you would see the minute things when you're doing a name change. So a good numerologist always has to have very good knowledge about astrology. And I'm just not talking about exaltations or as debilitations. You need to check charts in terms of what is the specific problem the person is having. Like for example, there's this person who's come to you, he's born on a third. He comes to you saying careers being an issue. You go and see his birth chart, and you put his name on a 3. But when you go into his D10, the divisional chart, you see Jupiter is not that promising. It would create hurdles for him in his career. So then is when you come to know how good are you at numerology or else astrology. See, it's not just about a consultation. The person would come, take a consultation and go back. It's about that kind of karma which you're going to build by giving the right knowledge, right information. Maybe you don't make that kind of money, but if you give the if you correct the name, or else you give right guidance, then is when you would grow. When you're talking about Jupiter, just check that Jupiter is not afflicted. It's not a badaka for that person. The Jupiter is not in debilitation, not aspected by bad planets. You need to see the condition of Jupiter. Then is when you can go ahead and place it. And yes, if Jupiter is placed in promising houses, placed in placed in in exaltation, in dignity, with very good degree, then is when you can close your eyes and you can place a person on a earth free vibration. Now, colors, when you're talking about, people might have already spoken about colors, but still I'll mention a lot of yellows. Like I'm wearing yellow for this entire series of numbers. I'll try to wear yellow into all the series because it's Jupiter, and unless I get the blessings of Jupiter, I will not be able to give you the right information what I'm supposed to give. Yes, yellow sapphire is a stone for. I'm not covering stones because, see, first of all, it is not important to wear stones. You get the energy of the planet by hundreds of other things. Getting the stones, get it energized this way, wear it this way, and because see, there's a lot of investment at the end of the day which you have to do for gemstones. So I'm not talking about gemstones, I'm not talking about investing in gemstones right now. It's very basic. If your Jupiter is placed well, just see that your name vibration can go ahead, you can go ahead with a vibration which is a 3 or any of the Jupiter numbers. Okay, if you're not getting Jupiter numbers, you can go ahead with another friendly numbers considering their position in the chart. So that's all which I have to say about Jupiter. There's a lot more, but when I'll be doing planets in terms of astrology, then is when I will be giving you a lot of information about Jupiter. So stay tuned, do subscribe my channel, and share the video. And I never mention like the video. I always say share the video and share the knowledge. But yes, if you like my video, please do like the video and continue watching all the other series. Thank you so much.